49ers Cal High Sports is presented by U.S. Bank. Life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank member, FDIC.
This week on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank, huge league games from all around the Bay Area. We'll see Miramonte battle Berean Christian. Piedmont Hills takes on Sobrato, and Alhambra meets College Park.
We have thrilling softball action with Valley Christian and St. Francis. De La Salle meets Monte Vista in lacrosse, and lifting the spirits of a prospect soccer star. It's all next on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank.
Hello everyone, welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We start this week in the West Catholic League, where 4 teams start this week within 1 game of first place. 2 of those teams, Valley Christian and St. Ignatius, playing in a home series. Valley Christian is led by Stanford-bound senior Quentin Marsh and his .508 batting average.
The Wildcats from SI feature junior Archer Horn with a .377 average with 6 home runs this season. He's also going to Stanford after he graduates. Game 2 of this big West Catholic League matchup played on Saturday at Valley Christian.
Adrian Soriano here in San Jose for Game 2 of the home-and-home series between Valley Christian and St. Ignatius. Great defense from the Cats early as A.J. Weininger fires a strike to Jack Callan to nab the runner. No score after 2. VC threatening in the 3rd, but SI goes Jack Callan to Archer Horn to Chase Gordon. That's a double play. Still no score after 3. Then in the 4th, Ryan Rosenthal sends the ball to short. Everyone's safe as A.J. Weininger comes in to score, and it's 1-0 SI. But Valley Christian loads the bases in the bottom half for Logan Mall, who crushes this one deep to center field. Quentin Marsh scores. Christian Navarez comes in to score. Here comes Colton Hatfield, and Colton slides it safely at the plate. It's a 3-run double for Logan as the Warriors take a 3-1 lead after 4. Chris Buck was great in relief for Valley Christian. Chris getting one of his 5 strikeouts on the game here. Bottom 6 now, and Jordan Ortiz hits it high and deep to right field. That falls in for extra bases. Here comes Logan Mole. Logan is safe at the plate as Valley Christian takes a 4-1 lead. Then with Ortiz at 3rd, Nathan Choi smacks the ball deep to left field for a stand-up double as Jordan Ortiz scores easily, and it's 5-1 Valley Christian Warriors after 6. 2 down in the 7th now, and Nathan Choi fields the grounder and flips it to Quentin Marsh to win the game as Valley Christian splits its home-and-home series with SI. Logan Mull and Chris Buck with big games for the Valley Christian Warriors.
Tyler Flipson here with the Arroyo Dons protecting their first place spot in league, hosting the Mount Eden Monarchs. Following one Dons run after a wild pitch, runners at the corner. The throw down to second from Mateo Romo nabs the runner out, fired back to home, but it's too late as Jared Montenegro crosses the plate. It's 2-0 Dons. Arroyo's defense stout all day. Christian Salling with one of his 4 Ks on the day, keeping the Monarchs scoreless in the 2nd. One Dons run later, now in the 3rd. Gabe De La Cruz sends a missile down to 2nd, and he's out! What a rocket arm from the junior, silencing the Monarch offense. Next frame, Don's bat staying red hot. Marco Cabral sends it a country mile into the air, just hanging before it finally drops deep and right for a big-time triple, allowing Justin DeRosa and Gabe Zamora in. It's 5-0. Arroyo continues to pour it on, scoring 4 more unanswered through 2 innings. DeRosa puts the cherry on top with this stand-up double, knocking Montenegro in. That will do it. Coach Mike Morgan and the boys feeling good about first place and staying perfect at 8-0 in the WAC Shoreline Division. And Salling with the complete game shutout. What a day to be a Don.
James Logan looks to stay undefeated in league play as the Colts host 2nd place Newark Memorial. Newark strikes first. Andrea Tall scores from 2nd on Malaya Sal's base hit up the middle. It's 1-0 Newark. Addison Waterhouse up with 2 out. The base hit up the right side. Sal and Ali Villacosta score. It's 3-0 Newark. Bottom half of the inning, Logan responds with a Janessa Pars grounder up the middle. Gianna Cervantes scores. Janessa moves to 2nd. It's now a 2-run game. Same score in the 3rd until Caitlin Rose lays down the bunt that sneaks past the first baseman. Chloe Hastings scores. Rose breaks for 2nd. The throw is redirected home. Here comes Sal, the junior, safe. Rose moves to third. 2-run score on a ball that never left the infield. Bottom 3 as Ariana Romo gets one of her 4 strikeouts. It's 6-1 Newark after 3. Bottom of the 4th, here's a pop-up into no man's land. Tall races, dives, and makes the catch. What a play from the senior shortstop. 7-2 in the top of the 7th. Tall at the plate. She hits it high and deep to left. The diving fielder can't make the catch. Andrea turns on the Jets, and she will come in to score on an inside the park home run. 6-run game into the bottom half, but here comes Logan. Ava Medine sends a deep drive to center field. Gabriela Garcia scores. It's an 8-4 game. Janessa Nava up with the bases loaded. She sends a drive down the left field line. Another run scores. It's 8-5. The tying run is on second with 2 out. Rose comes in to pitch, and she strikes out 2 in a row as Newark Memorial holds on to beat James Logan and give the Colts their first league loss of the season. The 2 teams move into a tie for first place in league.
Let's go to San Francisco now as St. Ignatius takes on Sacred Heart Prep Friday afternoon. SHP would get on the board first, but SI answers back as Sadie Gali finds the back of the net. It's all tied up at 1 after 1. Second quarter now, and Molly Pepper gets a free position shot. Molly fires it past the goalie for one of her 2 goals in the game. Time winding down in the second. Sophie Ghosh spins past her defender. Then Sophie shoots and scores for the goal. 3-2 Cats at halftime. Second half now, and Millie Bartlett bounces the ball past the goalie and into the back of the net as the Wildcats take a 4-2 lead. But the Gators tied up a short time later as Kat Dykes fires an absolute laser for one of her 3 goals in the game. It's all tied up at 4. SI comes right back. Sophie Ghosh scores her 2nd goal in the game as the Cats retake the lead 5-4. SHP responds on the other end. Olivia Abbott over to Kat Dykes, and the sophomore shoots and scores again. It's all tied up at 5 after 3. Fourth quarter now, and Millie Bartlett finds the back of the net for the 3rd time as the St. Ignatius Wildcats win the West Bay Foothill League title behind 3 goals from Millie Bartlett.
Each week, the Rikus Center presents the Gary Rikus Players of the Week Award.
Remember to vote for the Player of the Week on our YouTube membership page. The Players of the Week are featured in a rap performed by our friends at the Rikus Center. Here are this week's Gary Rikus Players of the Week.
49ers Cal High, Bennett Roth, the Rikus Center. You're looking at your Gary Rikus Players of the Week. He's one sick pitcher with a fire remedy. Senior on the hill, Tyler Kennedy, showing his dominant command for Granada, waving goodbye to batters and saying sayonara. With 9 strikeouts and 7 innings of work, only 3 hits made it past the infield dirt. A complete game shutout for Tyler and the Matadors to stay in first place. I mean, you really couldn't ask for more. Walk-off alert was beyond a thriller. Clutch kind of game for Gianna Willis, helping to deliver the winning score, answering the question, why live her less when you can live her more? She went 3 for 4 at the plate with a presence. Hit a 2-run homer in the bottom of the 7th. Gianna and the Cowboys staking their claim, tying up the game, then winning an extra frame. Right, 49ers Cal High Sports, Bennett Roth, the Rikus Center. How about your Gary Rikus Players of the Week?
The Harker School brings us the Scholar Athlete Award each week. This week's Harker Scholar Athlete is Aiden Chen from the Saratoga baseball team. An outstanding hitter and pitcher, Aiden is also great in the classroom with a 4.2 GPA.
Brought to you by the Harker School, on April 18th, Harker hosted a national youth qualifier for the Startup World Cup, the world's largest startup competition. 7 teams of students founders from all around the Bay Area and Texas competed for the opportunity to pitch to investors at the grand finale in October. Guest speakers included Andy Fang of DoorDash, Gautam Krishnamurthy of Great Point Ventures, and Mylene Yao of Univi. At Harker, transitional kindergarten through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org. The San Francisco Giants present the Coach of the Week award every week.
And this week's San Francisco Giants Coach of the Week is Pedro Martinez from the Santa Clara baseball team. The Bruins with a big league win last week and have now won 9 in a row. Pedro Martinez, this week's San Francisco Giants Coach of the Week. Coming up, it's the Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game with San Ramon Valley and California softball.
And a big game in the West Alameda County Foothill League as Castro Valley hosts Ensenal, as 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank rolls along.
At U.S. Bank, we know how good it feels to reach your milestones, but we also know what really goes into getting you there. That's why we introduced Co-Browse, which connects you to a real banker in real time. to help you do anything from adding a new debit card, learning how to save smarter, even creating spending limits.
Mind if I just grab the one?
With Co-Browse, we're always there for you on your road to here. Because there's nothing as powerful as the power of us.
I think our air conditioner is broken.
I'll get my tools.
Does your family suffer from fixititis syndrome?
Honey, is it working?
Relief is just a call away. Service Champions has been proven to effectively combat the symptoms of fixititis syndrome. Side effects may include delusions of grandeur and a comfortable home. Service Champions is now offering $58 air conditioning tune-ups. Call 800-5-CHAMPS.
Baseball excitement continues as the Giants take on the Diamondbacks at Oracle Park. Find your tickets at sfgiants.com. Nothing like it.
Welcome back to the NBC Sports Studio here at Levi Stadium. East Bay League softball now, and this league is a mess. 6 teams come into this game within 2 games of first place. California is tied for the league lead with Carondelet.
Just 1 game back is San Ramon Valley. The Wolves have won 4 in a row and look to keep it going at Cal on Thursday afternoon. It's this week's Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game. Our Adrian Soriano was there.
With the playoffs just around the corner, it is time for the home stretch in the East Bay League as both California and San Ramon Valley play for first place in the league standings. The Grizzlies feature senior Jada Crosby, who's hitting .514 with 6 home runs and 18 RBIs on the season. In the circle for San Ramon Valley is sophomore Lila McLeod. Lila is 10-4 on the season with a 1.7 ERA and 133 strikeouts. It's California and San Ramon Valley in our Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game. SRV on the board first as Mad Sequeira hits a fly ball to right field. That's deep enough to score Sophia Jin, and it's 1-0 Wolves after 1. Top 2 now when Ava Lyons hits it high, hits it deep, it is out of here! A solo shot to left for the Cal Poly bound senior, and it's 2-0 San Ramon Valley after 2. But the Grizzlies answer back in the third. Haley King goes the other way for a base hit. Mia Donati scores. Here comes Jada Crosby, and Jada is safe at the plate. It's a 2-run single for the UC Riverside commit, and the game is tied at 2. Next batter, Reese Steiner, and Reese grounds one to short. SRV gets the out at second, but Reese is safe at first as Kirsten Lee comes in to score, and it's 3-2 Cal after 3. The Wolves come right back in the fourth as Sequeira flies one to right field. That falls in and goes out of play for a double. Mads would score later in the inning to tie the game at 3. Lila McLeod pitched well for the Wolves. Lila getting one of her 5 strikeouts on the day here. Cal back on top in the 5th as Haley King sends a pop fly to shallow center field. That will fall in for a base hit as Kayla Steele comes in to score, and it's 3-2 Grizzlies after 5. Gabriella Noodle was great in the circle for the Grizzlies. Gabriella gets the backwards K here. She would finish the game with 5 strikeouts. Cal looking to add on, but the Wolves go Sophia Jin to Gia Ryan to Isla Higgins. That's a double play. Still 4-3 Cal Grizzlies after 6. 2 down in the 7th now, and Gabriella Nudo gets the punch out to end it as the Grizzlies win it 4-3 to stay on top of the East Bay League standings with Carondelet. Here's Haley King after the game.
Yeah, when coming into this game, we knew that it was going to be intense, and so we gave it our all and just put bat on ball and had some clean defense.
In San Ramon with the Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game, I'm Adrian Soriano, 49ers Cal High Sports.
Thank you, Chick-fil-A!
Let's go to Castro Valley for this whack Foothill matchup as the Trojans host Encinal. Strong start for Scott Baldwin here as the senior gets the punch out. Nice pitch there. Good defense here by the Jets. It's Kyle Cook to Evan Furuichi to Zach Struthers for the 1-6-3 double play. Top 2, and those Jets can let it fly. Kanoa Otenbrett gives this baby a ride. Goodbye. A solo shot for the sophomore. 1-0 Jets. Trojans would tie the game off a sac fly, but the Jets respond in the third with this 2-run bomb from Matan Antebi. Kiss that ball goodbye. It's 3-1 Jets, but Castro Valley responds in the bottom half as David Colon finds the grass out and left for a knock. Anthony Marlez would trot home, and it's a 3-2 ball game. Moments later, Gilbert Seidel sends a moonshot out the left center. It is high, it is far, it is gone. A 2-run blast for Gilbert, and Castro Valley has its first lead of the game. Braden Spade has a strong game, going 2 for 3, which includes this dribbler out the right. Scoring is Cologne, and it's 5-3 Trojans. Top 7. Jets trailing 6-4 down to their final out, and here's a shot to second, but Diego Morales makes a diving stop. Heaves it the first for the final out. What a play by Diego as Castro Valley takes game 1 of this 2-game set. 6-4 was the final.
Tyler Flipson here with the Foothill Falcons hosting the Amador Valley Dons for an East Bay League battle. Dons find their groove in the first set. Jack Baer denies this one, knotting it up at 11-all. Fast forward to the end of a back and forth first set. Josh Salanga back sets to Cameron Hitchan for the kill. Falcons lead 24-23. 1 point apiece later. Falcons lead set point. The towering Thomas Padurau stuffs it. Foothill takes the first set 26-24. Mid-second set now, just as competitive as the last, but Foothill staying on top of this Dean Cadu kill. The Falcons will go on to take the second set, but the Dons come to life in the third. It's Nick Nyack with authority. Amador leads 17-15. Foothill looking to steal the third, trailing by 1 set point, but now with Don's Nyack around as he sends this thing to a fourth set, into a nail-biter of a fourth set. Enter Falcons' Jeremy Sun into the highlights, fist pumping after that kill. It's 11-7 Foothill, but no quitting the Dons. They knot it up, and here's Tanner Kane smashing it to the hardwood, taking the lead back 15-14, but Foothill would pull away from there. Caudill catching every piece of that one. You can tell by Jeremy Sun's face, he's loving it. Foothill goes on to take the fourth set, finding themselves tied for second in the East Bay League with Amador Valley.
Service Champions honors student athletes who do great work around campus.
And this week we spotlight Bree Shapiro from the San Ramon Valley softball team. Bree has played a key role in organizing impactful events through Leadership's Student Support Committee, including Bully Awareness Month, Women's History Month, peer tutoring initiatives, and much more. Bree Shapiro is this week's Service Champions Student Spotlight.
D-Line Constructors presents the D-Line Defensive Play of the Week every week. This week's D-Line Constructors Defensive Play of the Week goes to Andre Valdespino from Pioneer. Andre makes the catch and then throws a perfect strike to the plate. The runner was just safe, but we love the effort. Andre Valdespino from Pioneer with the D-Line Constructors Defensive Play of the Week.
Delta Dental honors entire teams who do great work in the classroom with the Smiles for Scholars Award.
This week we feature the girls lacrosse team from Sacred Heart Prep. The girls always great on the field and in the classroom with a 3.9 overall GPA.
Coming up, 2 of the very best in Bay Area softball as Valley Christian takes on St. Francis.
Then it's Berean Christian and Miramonte on the diamond, but first here is this week's U.S. Bank Bay Area Top 10 Softball Poll.
My bad.
Baby bag, baby bag, baby bag, baby bag, baby bag, baby bag, baby bag.
From the beginning, Mara-West Credit Union was created to provide a brighter financial future for you. We work hard for our members because they're our greatest strength.
Mara-West worked for me when I needed an auto loan for my first car.
When I need to make a mobile payment, Mara-West works for me.
Mara-West works for me wherever adventure takes us.
Mara-West Credit Union. Let us work for you. Today, tomorrow, together.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A.
A is for above and beyond.
An extra level of care.
A game.
From caring for our guests in our community to cleanliness and safe service with a My Pleasure. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
A little funky dance.
And that too.
Diamond Training and Development is the Bay Area's largest training facility. Our expert coaches with decades of experience will help you raise your game to the next level. Diamond Training and Development makes sure you stay safe while you train to keep you in the game. Our state-of-the-art equipment will help make your game better than the rest. For baseball, softball, and personal training, Diamond Training and Development will help you get the game you want. Start getting better today.
Applebee's Pick 6 with NFL head coach Dan Campbell.
A pick 6 is when the defense intercepts the ball and runs it back for a touchdown.
And when that happens on Sunday, you get 6 free boneless wings at Applebee's on Monday. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
We are Archbishop Mitty, and you're watching 49ers Cowhigh Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
Two great softball teams meeting this week with the West Catholic League lead at stake. St. Francis and Valley Christian both 4-0 in league to start the week. The Lancers' Ava Bulante is having a great season on the mound with a 10-0 record and at the plate hitting .463 with 7 home runs this season.
Valley Christian also 4-0 in league. The Warriors are very young and talented with freshman Shyla Paredes hitting .484. The first place tussle at St. Francis Wednesday afternoon.
The St. Francis Lancers introduced in this first place battle with Valley Christian. First batter, great defense here by the Lancers. Maya Umiba in left, a great catch by the West Point commit. Bottom one, runners at second and third for the Lancers. The ball popped to Madeline Hu in right. Madeline makes the catch, fires a rocket to the plate. Charlotte Coney with the tag. A terrific play there. No score in the third, one on for Shyla Paredes, and Shyla, the outstanding freshman, takes it deep to left and gone. A 2-run shot and a 2-0 Valley Christian lead. But I think that just got the St. Francis team mad as the Lancers rally in the third. This is a bases-loaded double for Peyton Sow. May Meltz and Umiba score. Still in the third, bases loaded for Hayden Hummel, who sends a line shot to the left center field gap. Scoring from third is Jamie Oakland. Here comes Peyton Sow, and the Lancers have a 4-2 lead, a double for Hummel. Umiba had a great game for the Lancers here, sending a bomb to the base of the wall in center field. Erica Gunsagar scores. Here comes May Meltz. It's a triple for Umiba, completing an 8-run third inning for the Lancers. One more for the Lancers in the fourth. Hummel laces it down the left field line, scoring Sal. The second double of the game for Hummel as St. Francis goes to 20-2 on the season, 5-0 in the West Catholic League.
Berean Christian sitting on top of the Diablo Valley League standings, taking on Miramonte. It's a 1-0 Matador lead in the bottom of the first. Eagles with a runner on third for Max Mateague. He hits a deep fly ball the opposite way, and it's extra bases for Matt as he dives in safely to third. Damon Yu scores on the triple to tie this game at 1. The Eagles would go on to take the 4-1 lead and bat around the lineup. Leadoff hitter Damon Yu singles to center, scoring Joseph Angelo. Berean puts up a 5 spot in the bottom of the first. Angelo, the starting pitcher, gets the batter to chase to end the top of the second. Joseph would throw 6 innings with 5 strikeouts, and here he is at the plate with 2 in scoring position, and Angelo rips a grounder through the right side. Mateague scores, Luke Upshaw scores, and the Berean lead is now 6. Top of the third now. The Matadors with runners on second and third. Casey Young hits a fly ball to the opposite field. Riley Sabo makes the catch, and Austin Balello scores on the sac fly from Young. Miramonte pushes another run across in the fourth. Cooper Peruse lines a base knock to right center. An RBI single for Peruse, scoring Tanner Strand to make it 8-4 Berean. But the Eagles maintain their lead to the very end. Angelo grabs another RBI. Mac Tollefson scores from second on the play, and Berean Christian goes on to win it 9-6 to maintain its first place lead in the Diablo Valley League. Joseph Angelo with Player of the Week numbers.
Chick-fil-A brings us stories of athletes who inspire us.
Mental health struggles can feel overwhelming and isolating, especially in high school. Annika Curatori from Prospect High School is opening up about her journey and how her love of sports and the support of her family saved her life. Growing up, Annika Curatori was always chasing something. A finish line, a goal, a dream, a passion for all sports, but soccer, that is Annika's purpose.
Through swimming, basketball, track, everything, I just kind of was like, this is it for me, and I fell in love with it, and kind of it's the reason I'm still here on this world.
Behind the medals and memories, a painful battle was quietly unfolding.
I was diagnosed with major depressive disorder in the beginning of my junior year, and I genuinely did not think I was going to make it to my 17th birthday.
After her diagnosis with major depressive disorder, Annika was then diagnosed with 5 other mental illnesses, including anxiety and PTSD. Annika went from being a starter on a playoff team to someone she and her family didn't recognize.
You know, she came in as a really fresh-faced, energetic freshman. She had a very successful sports and academic first year. This little spunky thing, and then you watch her kind of go through this dark period, you know, that she couldn't control.
Annika's road to recovery wasn't easy, and accepting medication was even harder.
I think medication was one of the hardest things. A lot of them didn't work for me. It's also just like going around, you don't want to know that like to be normal you have to be medicated. I feel like that was just super hard to recognize that my mental health was also a physical thing.
Adding on to her tough times, doctors also found a tumor in Annika's breast the size of a baseball. She spent 9 hours in the surgical center to have it removed, leaving an 11-inch scar. When everything else felt impossible, soccer gave Annika something to hold on to, and her teammates became her lifeline.
When I was first diagnosed, I wasn't going to school. Every night I would have practice with my club soccer team, Force, and I mean, those girls are like probably what kept me here. They're my best friends in the world. I don't owe enough love to them and my parents and my mom, who drove me to practice all the time and was like, just go to practice, see what you can do.
If we can't go to school and we can't function these other ways, we're at least going to find one thing we function in every day. And if soccer was the one window that she could walk, you know, kind of pop her head out through, then that's what we're going to do. I think as a family, we've kind of used sports as our therapy anyways.
My mom was the one who dragged me out of bed. Like, yeah, she pushed me super hard, but she's the only reason I'm still here, and it's probably the reason I'm getting recruited and getting to go to play college soccer.
Annika will continue her dream of playing soccer at the University of South Maine. Today, Annika shares her story with others, hoping to inspire everyone battling their own silent struggles.
Please don't give up. There's a reason you're here. My senior quote in my yearbook is, you're here for a reason, you don't know why. You're here for a reason. I believe that everyone has a purpose in this world. You just have to wait to figure out why. I admire your fight, but keep fighting. And I really do think at the end of the day, they are going to make a huge difference in this world.
Annika's journey is a reminder that even in our darkest moments, there is a light ahead. And sometimes all it takes is one reason to keep going. After losing 2 friends to suicide, Annika says she hopes that by sharing her experience, others will feel less alone and find strength to keep going.
Very good. Good for her. Mary West Credit Union brings us the Mary West Merit Award, an award giving credit to Bay Area teachers.
Here is Cappuccino softball player Dana Matroni talking about her outstanding teacher, Jennifer Tanti.
My favorite teacher at Cappuccino is Miss Tanti. She is just like the best, and I love history, and she is so fun. Her class is so much fun.
Diamond Training and Development is an amazing baseball, softball, and training facility in Sunnyvale, led by former professional ball player and our good friend Adam Shorsher.
Each week, Diamond Training and Development brings us a diamond in the rough. This is a young athlete who is headed towards great success in their sport, and this week we recognize Zaylee Gutierrez from the Castro Valley softball team. Just a freshman, Zaylee is hitting .545 for the league-leading Trojans. Zaylee Gutierrez, our Diamond Training and Development diamond in the rough.
Coming up, Diablo Foothill League Baseball with Alhambra and College Park.
And Santa Teresa Division Baseball with first place Sobrado taking on second place Piedmont Hills. This is 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank.
Applebee's Pick 6 with NFL head coach Dan Campbell.
A pick 6 is when the defense intercepts the ball and runs it back for a touchdown. And when that happens on Sunday, you get 6 free boneless wings at Applebee's on Monday. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
For over 65 years, Delta Dental has been at the forefront of progressive healthcare for all, offering high-quality, affordable dental plans that strive to meet the needs of everyone. Today, we are the largest network of oral healthcare providers in the nation. At Delta Dental, we're committed to pushing the industry to transform modern healthcare so your family gets more moments that matter for generations to come. Schedule your oral health checkup today.
I'm Nancy Lambert, the director of the Schwab Learning Center at CHC. In a world where every second counts, education doesn't have to be a struggle. At the Schwab Learning Center, our learning specialists work one-on-one with high school and college students with ADHD, dyslexia, and other learning differences. We work with you to understand your learning and attention strengths and challenges. We help you develop strategies that optimize the way you learn. Discover the power of personalized learning that empowers students to excel. Your success is our mission.
I know that the model of credit unions is the very best one for human beings, and so how we bring that to life can truly transform people's lives.
Lumen brings to us the capability to be able to serve members in ways that we haven't before. It is really about enhancing that need for that particular individual like we've never been able to do before, and I'm extremely excited about that.
Party time!
Cal High Sports is brought to you by Valley Christian Schools, supporting your quest for excellence. Help us bring positive attention to Bay Area teens every week. Become a 49ers Cal High Sports sponsor. Scan the QR code for details.
The College Park Falcons start this week tied for first place with Benicia. The Falcons feature Tino Vassell, the slick fielding shortstop, batting .372 for College Park.
The Falcons looking to stay on top this week as they meet second place Alhambra in a home-and-home series. The Bulldogs feature Arizona-bound ace Cameron Millar, who has yet to give up an earned run in 46 innings this season. Wow. We have action from Game 2 played on Thursday at College Park. Josh Northrup doing a great job on the batter's box at College Park. If you like pitching and defense, you'll love this one. Fine play here by Alhambra sophomore Ismael Rivera Pata to end a scoreless first. Top two and James Voorhees was dealing on the mound for the Falcons, gaining the K to retire the side. Bottom two, Desmond Cobb gives this one a ride to the left center field fence. It's a double for Cobb, but the Falcons did not score. Runner on now for Alhambra in the fourth, but not for long as Falcon catcher Dante Nishizawa guns down the runner at second. Riley Meadows with an entertaining tag. Still no score, bottom four, as T.J. Reinhardt sends a screaming liner down the right field line. That's a double for Reinhardt, but Arizona-bound senior Cameron Millar was dealing this one of his 9 strikeouts in the game to end the fourth. Meantime, Voorhees, a catcher all his life, decided to pitch this season. This K ends the Alhambra fifth. Still no score, bottom six, and Tino Vassell gets it going with this base hit just through the right side. The Falcons load the bases with nobody out as Devin Cope comes up clutch, driving it to right. Vassell scores, but a great throw by the right fielder, Ali Cepeda Jr., and the runner is out at the plate, still 1-0 going top 7. The Bulldogs get runners at first and second, but the Falcons go Vassell to Meadows to Reinhardt. That is a game-ending double play as College Park wins in a well-played, very exciting 1-0 victory. Voorhees pitching a 3-hitter for the Falcons.
Off to Morgan Hill now as Sobrato takes on Piedmont Hills Tuesday afternoon. Great defense early from both teams. Here's the Pirates' JT Tagood with a nice pickoff move to nab the runner at first. Then it's Sobrato's Aiden Flores hustling in right field to make the catch. No score after 2 innings. Top 3 now, and Jake Paskert lines one up the middle for a base hit. Toby Torres races in to score as the Piedmont Hills Pirates take a 1-0 lead. JT Tagood was great on the mound for the Pirates. JT getting the backwards K here. Still 1-0 Pirates after 3 innings. Liam Betancourt also pitched well in this one. Liam gets the batter looking to end the 4th inning. Sobrato looking to rally in the 5th. Braden Bellardes grounds one to the right side of the infield for a single. Braden would later score on a base hit later in the inning to tie the game at 1 after 5. But the Pirates jump ahead in the 6th. Alex Strand sends a soft liner to center for a base hit. Jake Paskert scores, and it's 2-1 Piedmont Hills after 6. 2-1, 2 out in the 7th. Toby Torres induces the pop-up in foul territory. Dante Butler makes the catch to end it as the Pirates win it 2-1 to go to 11-2 in the Blossom Valley Santa Teresa League and move into a first-place tie with Sobrato and Lincoln.
Lexus of Stevens Creek brings us the Volunteer Award, leading to $10,000 in scholarships to be handed out by Lexus of Stevens Creek.
We can now announce our top 5 finalists. These 5 student athletes will all split $10,000 in scholarships at our end of the season awards banquet. They were all interviewed this week to determine the amount of their scholarship, courtesy of Lexus of Stevens Creek. Presentation High School San Jose's all-girls high school presents the Female Scholar Athlete Award each week. This week's Presentation High's Female Scholar Athlete is Kaylee Davis from Amador Valley Softball, the future Cal Poly Mustang great in the classroom with a 3.83 GPA.
Families choose Presentation High School to give their daughters the all-girls advantage, an environment designed to empower young women to thrive without barriers or distractions. Research shows all girls' schools fosters confidence, leadership, and academic excellence. 87% of girls in these settings say their opinions are respected, compared to just 57% in co-ed schools. This supportive atmosphere also encourages students to explore new opportunities, with graduates being 6 times more likely to pursue STEM in college. Discover the all-girls advantage for yourself. Schedule a tour today at presentationhs.org. Coming up, the top 2 teams in the San Francisco City League go at it. It's Lowell and Lincoln.
And top-notch boys lacrosse with De La Salle and Monte Vista in a thriller. But first, here is this week's learning tip from the Schwab Learning Center.
Our SLC learning specialists are here to help you develop skills and share tips that make learning with dyslexia easier, like adjusting the font and spacing of the text to help keep track of lines when reading, incorporating multisensory learning using visual, auditory, and tactile techniques to reinforce learning, breaking instructions into small steps to ensure understanding before moving on. Discover the power of personalized learning support at the Schwab Learning Center.
The Lowell Cardinals have dominated the City League this season with a 13-0 league record. Senior Emerson Sakai leading the team in hitting with a .474 batting average.
The Cardinals taking on Lincoln this week. The Mustangs with 3 league losses and looking to hand the Cardinals their first league loss in the game played at West Sunset Park on Wednesday.
The Lincoln Mustangs host Lowell on a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Lincoln strikes first in the bottom of the first when Nicholas Chu sends it over the shortstop's head, and it will roll for a while. Jerry Ho and Everett Carvalho score. It's 2-0 Lincoln. Nicholas is fired up on second, as he should be. Here's a shot up the middle to Angelo Ornelius Rafael, who throws off balance to first. Emerson Sakai has to come off the bag to make the grab, but he gets back on. The umpires get together and they decide to overturn the call. A great play by Angelo, and he's also fired up. Julian Cook on the mound for the Cardinals. He's cooking. He gets the batter swing in to end the third. It's still 2-0 Lincoln. Lowell scores on a pass ball, then Ornelius Rafael singles to right field. Mateo Batacan scores. Reggie Fong stomps on the brakes and decides to send it home. He scores. Lowell takes a 3-2 lead in the 5th. Angelo advances on a fielder's choice, and Sakai sends a fly ball to right field. Angelo tags and scores from third. The throw is cut off and it goes to third and it gets away. Cook will roll on from third to home. He scores. It's 5-2. Jamal Ronquillo is up next. He sends a grounder up the middle. William Gwynn comes in to score. It's 6-2 after 5. Luck Laguna keeps it coming in the 6th when he doubles on a long drive to center field. Cecile Reed and Batacan come in to score as Lowell wins this one 11-2 to remain undefeated in the City League. Cook goes the distance with 5 strikeouts, and that performance gets 5 big booms.
Senior night for the Monte Vista Mustangs, looking for an upset over De La Salle. 4 minutes in, the Spartans Hudson Lee with a pass to Keith McCormick in traffic. McCormick puts some spice on that shot to give De La Salle the 1-0 lead. The Mustangs get on the board 3 minutes later. Derek Hoffman to Adler Muniz, who fires from deep, and it is good. This score is evened out at 1. Skipping ahead to the second quarter, where we are tied at 3. Sabin Cano to Hoffman, and Derek spins right, spins left, and scores. And that was the start of a 3-goal run. Morgan Lewis finds an opening, gets fouled, but the shot is good. 6-3 Monte Vista. The Mustangs defense keeps the Spartans off the board in the second quarter. A big game in net for Matty Way, who had 12 saves. The Mustangs aren't done. Third quarter, Derek Hoffman grabs his second goal of the day. Monte Vista scores 5 in a row to lead it 8-3. Wow. But De La Salle fights back. It's an 8-5 game in the fourth quarter. Kellen Dunn driving, shooting with his left, and scoring. The Spartans with a huge push late. Monte Vista up by 2. Gimo Mitzel wins the faceoff. Passes to Lee. A no-look pass from Lee to Alex Trett, who feeds Danny Schaefer from downtown. Oh my, what a play. It is 8-7 Monte Vista with less than a minute to play. The Spartans defense is hounding Lewis, trying to get the turnover, but Morgan escapes and time runs out. Monte Vista wins big on senior night. The 8-7 victory, now both teams in position to share a league title. Venardi Zerata is your faithful injury attorneys, bringing us the hometown hero every week.
This week we honor Lowell head coach Daryl Simeon. Daryl, the longtime coach of the Cardinals, picking up his 100th career win last week. Daryl Simeon, this week's Venardi Zerata hometown hero.
Albany's Construction brings us the Dirty Work play every week. This is the play that shows the same type of grit and determination, brought to you by all of the good folks at Albany's Construction.
This week's Dirty Work play goes to Jalen Smalls from the Pinole Valley baseball team with a terrific diving catch, getting his uniform dirty, to which his mom, who does the laundry, said, "You're killing me, Smalls." Jalen Smalls doing the dirty work, just like our good friends at Albany's Construction. Coming up, Notre Dame, Belmont, and Mills in the Crumble Cookies Game of the Week.
And more Peninsula softball as Cappuccino battles San Mateo right here on 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
At U.S. Bank, when we say we're in it with you, we mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and the celebrations, but for all the hard work it took to get there. We are in for all of it. It's tough for sure, but less tough when you have the right people by your side. Like Kayla from Kansas City, and thousands of other bankers around the country. Because together we're proving there's nothing as powerful as the power of us.
Get ready for the most exhilarating season yet. Sharks Ice Hockey is hosting 34 teams spanning from Fresno to Reno. Over 700 hockey players, all competing for state and national titles. Be part of the thrilling action. Experience the speed, the skill, and the passion from these young hockey players. Games are played at Sharks Ice locations from all over the Bay Area. Looking to join, support, or to find games? Go to sharkshighschoolhockey.com.
Be a part of the biggest season of Earthquake soccer. The league's biggest rivalries. Soccer's biggest stars. All on the Bay's biggest stages. Race for impact.
Baseball excitement continues as the Giants take on the Diamondbacks at Oracle Park. Find your tickets at sfgiants.com. Nothing like it.
A very tight softball race in the Peninsula League Ocean Division. The Notre Dame Belmont Tigers are undefeated in the league with a perfect 6-0 record.
Just one game back coming into this week was Mills. The two teams playing for the league lead in our Crumble Cookies Game of the Week. Our Jake Vanderbrook was there.
All right, it's another edition of Rumble for the Crumble, and here we're in Millbrae for this exciting Peninsula Ocean Division showdown between Notre Dame Belmont and Mills. These two teams faced each other back on March 26th, where Notre Dame Belmont was able to beat Mills 6-3. Allison Louie is having an outstanding season for the Tigers. The Georgetown-bound senior is hitting .444. Meanwhile, Mills will look to extend its winning streak to 7 games. Be on the lookout for Audrey Jank. She can really smack the ball around, hitting .541 with 33 hits and 30 runs batted in. And there she is, Allison Louie doing damage in the circle for one of the seniors' 8 punch-outs. A lot of great defense in this game. How about Morgan Chu with this snag out in right field to take away a knock? The Vikings would try to get some small ball going, but Skylar Liu makes an outstanding catch in foul territory. What a play! Then the Vikings turn 2. Sophia Kwan tags the runner and throws it to Bailey Bushman for the 4-3 double play. We jump to the top of the 6th inning. Runner on for Allison Louie, and Allison gives this baby a ride. See ya! A 2-run blast for the Georgetown-bound senior. 2-zip Tigers, but those Vikings storm back in the bottom half. Lucy Esquivel smacks one out to center for a knock. This was ruled a double for the sophomore, and the Vikings have a runner on. Next batter, Audrey Jang smokes this pitch out the left. Is it fair? Yes! It's heading to the fence. An RBI triple for Jang as Lucy scores. 2-1 Tigers. Next batter, Sophia Kwan bloops one in the infield, and this ball drops. The courtesy runner, Sydney Chu, scores, and this game is tied at 2. Bottom 7, runner on second for Jazzy Maskey, and Jazzy lays down the bunt. The throw the first, gets away. Sydney Chu scores from second as Mills walks it off and hands Notre Dame Belmont its first league loss of the season. 3-2 was the final.
We have so many people and we're all up and we're all bringing each other up, and we really wanted that win and we piled everything together and we gave it all we had.
In Millbrae with the Crumble Cookies Game of the Week, I'm Jake Vanderbilt, 49ers Cal High Sports.
The Cappuccino softball team is having a great season.
The girls talk about it with Jake before their game with San Mateo at the Rica Center this week.
And we are here at the Rica Center for Human Enhancement where goals are achieved. Got goals? And then here's the softball team from Cappuccino High School. Get loud! Yeah, all right, so we're going to start off with Star Gutierrez, and you guys had a great showing last week. You guys were able to roll past Woodside, winning 11-1. What was working for you guys?
I felt that our energy was really high that game. We just had really a lot of fun and just really easy, just good of each other, good talk.
Yeah, absolutely. And Dana Matroni was having a great time because, she went 3 for 3. You had 2 ribbies, and you got a little bit of a chicken dance as well. Why the chicken dance?
I don't know. I just I started doing it one day and it never changed.
Yeah, and obviously you guys have a lot of fun out there. What's it like playing with these girls?
It's so fun because we all know each other from school and we're all friends, and it's just amazing to play sport with them.
Awesome. From Dana Matroni to Avery Matroni. Avery, you're going to be taking your talents over to ASU, and you committed, as a matter of fact, a little over a year ago.
Yes.
What made you decide on ASU, and why did you fall in love with the school?
A big part of it was the coaches. They feel like family to me, and they treat me like family, which is a big thing for me. And I love all the girls, and they've only given me positive feedback from everything, and it's just the perfect fit for me.
So entering this week, the Mustangs are in first place in the Bay Division. So what will it take for this team to finish out on top in the league standings? And then what is it going to take for you guys to make it back to the promised land like you guys did last year?
I think we just need to keep our energy up. When we have energy, we just feed off of it. And I think if we all support each other, we're energetic, we do our job, that we'll make it.
All right, and you get to see the ladies in action coming up next for their game against San Mateo. Here are the highlights. Take us out with a break.
Cap on me, cap on 3. 1, 2, 3, cap!
And here we are out in San Bruno as Cappuccino battles San Mateo. Start those engines. Here come those Mustangs in the first with Lola Sierra going oppo, and this ball is heading to the fence for an RBI double as Star Gutierrez scores 1-0 Cappuccino. Moments later, Dana Matroni rips one out the left for an RBI single. Lily Cunningham scores 2-zip Cap. We're still in the first, and Kiana Naluafe cranks this baby out the left. That's an RBI double as Dana Matroni scores, and yeah, that's something to celebrate about. 3-zip Cap after one. San Mateo hanging tough. Here's a grind of the short, and Alice Hahn is able to fire a dart at first to retire the batter, but Lola Sierra put on a show. The senior went 3 for 3 with 5 ribbies, and all of her knocks resulted in doubles, which includes this RBI double in the second, and Lola was outstanding in the circle, tossing a no-hitter, allowing no runs, 8 strikeouts, and only allowed just 1 walk. This game ends in 5 innings as Cappuccino rolls past San Mateo, winning 11-0.
Coming up, St. Joseph, Notre Dame, and Head Royce play for first place in the Bay Counties East Division.
But first, here is the U.S. Bank Bay Area Top 10 Baseball Poll. St. Joseph's and Head Royce both with undefeated league records to start this week.
The two teams meeting with the league lead on the line Monday afternoon. First place game in the Bay Counties East with Head Royce hosting St. Joseph Notre Dame. The Pilots with the early 1-0 lead in the bottom of the second. Check out this play from freshman shortstop Dominic Dollar. The scoop, the throw, that's money. Top 3, St. Joe's with a runner on second for Robbie Fintland. And that ball is going, gone. A 2-run shot for the senior, and the Pilots take the 3-0 lead, and they still aren't done. Zach Lopez with a runner on second, smokes a base hit through the left side. Isaiah Dumont scores. Lopez the second on the throw. It is 4-0 St. Joe's. Skipping ahead to the 5th. The score is 5-1. St. Joe's with a runner on third. A high fly ball to right. Mikhail Akpala makes the catch, throws home, and it's an absolute dime. Not even time for the runner to slide as Caden Choi applies the tag. The Jayhawks looking to climb out of that 4-run deficit. Choi smokes one to right center, and that is triples alley. Choi with the stand-up 3-bagger. Next batter is Ezra Goldfarb, and he chops one down the third baseline and into left field. An RBI double for Goldfarb makes it 5-2 St. Joseph. But the Pilots continue to push him across. 7th inning, Isaiah Dumont rips the ball to right field, and that rolls a while. Finland scores a triple for Isaiah as the Pilots go on to win it 7-2, now 4-0 in league and in first place in the Bay Counties East. Valley Christian High School is always on a quest for excellence, so Valley Christian helps us honor student athletes who are on their own quest for excellence. Here is Sophia Traverso from the Livermore softball team.
Right now I'm going to Chico State to major in business, and I'm not 100% sure what I want to do yet with that business major, but I hope on the way I hope to find something that I'm interested in, and also I just hope to meet new people, and I'm going to work as hard as I can. I'm already working hard in high school, so I'm just going to take that into college and have a good mindset with that.
For the first time in program history, Valley Christian High School robotics team Warrior Borgs is being recognized internationally, winning the Daily Division's Creativity Award at the 2025 World Championships. This season was one for the record books as the Warrior Borgs earned awards at all 4 competitions they attended, including Worlds showcasing their strengths in both technical excellence and community impact. Congratulations to Valley Christian High School's Warrior Borgs on an incredible season. Learn more about the robotics program and become a warrior at vcs.net.
DGDG.com brings us the Be Happy Play each week. This is a play in a game that made everybody happy.
This week's Be Happy Play goes to the Monte Vista Mustangs. The boys lacrosse team holds on to a 1-goal lead late against De La Salle to pull off the upset and move into a first-place tie in the East Bay League, and the Mustangs were very happy. Want to be a happy car buyer? Go to DGDG.com.
Coming up, it's a Service by Medallion Play of the Week. We'll see which play gets it next.
But first, here is this week's financial tip for teens and their parents, sponsored by Lumen Digital. Explain the importance of waiting to buy something until your teen can afford it. Check to see if your credit union or bank has a digital platform with personalized dashboards that track savings toward a goal or estimates regular transfers from checking to savings accounts.
Service by Medallion brings us the play of the week every week. It's a play we thought was the very best from all of the plays this week.
Here it is, this week's Service by Medallion Play of the Week.
We start off play of the week with Piedmont Hills. JT Tagood with a crafty move to nab the runner at first. How about Castro Valley's Diego Mares with a nice dive, then throws it to first for the out. Let's stay in the East Bay for Newark Memorial's Andrea Toll with this diving catch. How about St. Francis Maya Umima with the catch in the outfield? But the play of the week goes to Valley Christian's Madeline Hu, throwing out the runner at the plate. One more time, Madeline Hu! You just won the play of the week.
That's the play of the week, and that's 49ers Cal High Sports for this week. Before we sign off tonight, we want to take a moment to send a very special shout out and heartfelt thank you to our own Tyler Flipson, who is moving on to an exciting new chapter in his career.
Tyler first joined our team as a freelancer back in 2018. He was just 20 years old at the time and became an essential part of our crew, always being our go-to guy and a big reason behind the success of our show. Tyler graduated from San Jose State this past winter, is now taking the next step in his career as a reporter and anchor in Bismarck, North Dakota. We couldn't be more proud. We wish him nothing but the best on his new adventure.
Yep, and that's our show for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Join us next week. We will meet the Andrew Hill football player and his battle to get on the field. We will see you then.
Thanks for watching. Please join our YouTube memberships to get early access to highlights and our podcast, Covered Cal High.
You will also be able to see full game videos and vote for the players of the week. So click join and make sure to tune in every Sunday night at 6 p.m. on NBC Sports California. We'll see you at the games.